want you guys to come on this journey with me and just look at so many things that God is doing in my life. And I pray, because what this is supposed to do is encourage you, right? So that's what I'm here for. These vlogs are going to be called Vividly Living on Grace Vlog. Ooh. So I am super excited. I won't be before you long. I just wanted to bring you in on this journey, invite you into my new space, because this is where it's all going to happen. The living room may look familiar. A lot of things may look familiar, but a lot of things have gotten left behind in the previous season of my life because I'm in a new season. So I wanted to properly reintroduce myself. Your girl is here, live in the flesh, looking better than ever. First of all, you guys, today is my birthday. But I won't be posting this on my birthday. It's going to come out after my birthday. But today is my birthday, and I felt like, why not post this on my birthday? Like, or record it on my birthday. Why not? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. Y'all, please get ready. Buckle your seatbelts and come along for this ride, because this one here, you ain't gonna miss, okay? What's going on, everybody? I am so happy that you decided to tune in and watch and listen to what I have to say. This is a new series that I'm doing on my podcast where I am just vlogging about the journey that God has called me on. So this will be my very first vlog. So I invite you in. I want you to sit down, take a seat, take it all in, and have a good time. So come on, let's go. Let's sit on down. Y'all, first of all, I want to say God has been showing up in my life in so many amazing ways. As you guys may have heard throughout the podcast, all of my little updates, this is just another update about life. God really gave me a new vision for my life, for my ministry, for my podcast. Like, God has been doing so many new things in my life, and I am just welcoming them. And because I am welcoming what God is doing, I also want to welcome you, okay? I want to welcome you into this new journey that God is calling me on. So I hope that you are loving what has already been put out. Let me fix my glasses because I feel like they're sliding down. But I hope that you are really loving everything that has already been put out. I hope that it has been feeding your spirit. It has been giving you the encouragement that is needed, because that is what I am here to do. I am here to encourage you. I am here to be a vessel, to be a testimony to the things that God has been doing in my life. And that's what this vlog is about. As I stated, the name of it is Vividly Living on Grace. Vividly Living on Grace, because your girl is really out here living on grace. Okay, I have two major updates for you guys today. And I cannot wait to share the news. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I've been holding this in since last November. And I am finally, or God has given me, let me stop. I've been ready to release it. Okay, I've been ready to release it. But God told me to wait. He told me to release it when it was time. And this is the appointed time. Not physically today, because like I said, today is my birthday and it's going to be coming out after my birthday. But I felt, what better time than to record it? But on this new day, okay? I am a new age. So let's go. Like, let's get it out. So the first thing that obviously I want to update you guys on is that I have relocated. I have relocated. I have updated a few items to my home. I've gotten rid of some things. I've added a few things. So you take some, you leave some. That's what this is about. Just letting you guys know that the ministry has moved. The podcast has moved. Your girl has moved. Okay, I've moved. It was a long, drawn out process. And to be honest with you, it was worth every bit of tears that I cried, because I did cry, you guys. It was worth every moment. Like, there's not a moment that went by in this process that I'm not thankful for today. And it just reminds me of what God's word says about Romans 8:28, that all things work together. So even when the enemy tries to come in and slither around and taint the things that God has told you, you have to remember that the things that the devil is using, God is gonna use it. The things that, let me say it correctly, because we always say that, you know, what the enemies were evil, God used for good, but no, what the enemy intended. Okay, intended means purpose. Like the enemy intended for bad to come out of something, but God intended and used it, come on, for good. So I am super thankful to be in this new place. I feel new. It is obviously brighter as I'm going to add a clip of my living room, my dining room, my kitchen, which is really not my dining room. It's my office. But it is so brighter in here. Like, it's bright compared to my old apartment. I will also put a clip on there. Everything was darker. And it just goes back to what God had revealed to me about this year for me. This is my Genesis. This is my new beginning, pulling me from darkness into light. Because the past few years, if I'm being honest with you guys, it was really dark. Like, it was really dark. And I guess I didn't even realize how dark it was. My mindset was dark. I was in dark places, hanging around, you know, people that didn't have good intentions. But God has pulled me out of those things, right? Like, He has really pulled me out of those things. And I am feeling better than ever. I remember celebrating birthdays a couple years ago and not really, like, showing up, but not really feeling it. And this year, it's like, I'm not really doing anything for my birthday. I'm here with you guys, you know? Like I said, this is coming out after my birthday. But this is what I'm doing. You know, this is what I'm doing because I have to give all glory to God about where I am today. Like, He is the reason that I'm here. He is the reason that I get to shine my light to you guys. Like, He's the reason. Jesus is the reason. Hey, for the season. Oh yeah, He is for the reason. Okay, He's the reason. But I am just so excited because I don't know what all God has in store for me. You know, I don't know what God intends to do fully in my life, but I know that He's already been so present. He's already been showing up for me in so many ways that I could not imagine. Like, things that were supposed to take, let me tell you guys, with my apartment was not supposed to be ready until March. As you can see, it's January and I am here. God has been moving things expeditiously. He has been expediting promises. And if you listen to that message, that is what this is about. God has been doing things that are supposed to take days are taking minutes and hours. Things that are supposed to take months is taking weeks and days. Things that are supposed to take years is taking months, taking hours. Like, God is expediently doing miraculous miracles, signs, and wonders. Like, He is really doing so many things. Like, seriously, like, He is doing so many things, and I am just so grateful because it just gives me another chance to just continue to be humbled, to continue to give Him glory first, because I know that I could have never got myself here in this time. I could have never done any of this. So I am just so grateful for the new creation that He has created in me. And like I said, this is my Genesis. This is my new beginning. And I am so grateful that I get to share it with you. And I wanted to be the first one to tell you that God has moved me in so many places. He's moved me from people. He's moved me from places. Physically, like I said, this is my new home. I am super excited to share it with you and welcome you into this new space that God has created for me so that I can be able to fully create for you guys. And the second announcement, drum roll please, I've been waiting to share this. I have been waiting to get this out. I've been waiting to share this with you guys. Like, I've held this in. I've held it in. I've held my tongue. I've been silent when God was telling me to be silent. Even though in the inside I've wanted to burst out and let it out, I have really been silent. I have really kept my mouth closed. Like, can you believe that? Like, and if you know me personally, you know that when it comes to whatever God's doing in my life, I'm typically always willing to share. But this time God was like, no, close your mouth. And you guys can see my hair bunched up in the back, but it's okay because my hair is hidden under my jacket, so it don't have to be perfect. I showed it. You know my jacket? You guys, check this out. Like, y'all see the little, like, I love this jacket, okay? I love it. Like, it's so me. Like, it's so, It's so neat. Y'all, this is my watch. Okay? Look, check your watch out. Like, I told y'all about the expedited miracles, expedited promises. My watch is here. I'm wearing it today. So you guys can't be on it like, this girl, don't she be lying? No, I'm not lying. Y'all see the watch. Check my watch. Check my wrist. Check my wrist. Hey, God did it. Check my wrist. Y'all, it's a celebration. Why? Because it's my birthday. I wish my son was here, you guys. My son is so sweet. Like, he is such a blessing. This morning I woke up and I said, Noah, today is mommy's birthday. He said, birthday? Happy birthday to you. I said, oh, thank you. Happy birthday to you. It was the cutest little thing. Oh my God, I love my son so much. But anyways, let me get back to telling y'all. So the second piece of what this blog is about, because I wanted to be the first one to tell you. Like I said, this ain't gonna be long because I don't have it's a message in it. Like I told you guys, whenever God is calling you to build. Whenever God is telling you to be busy doing what it is that he's telling you to do. And if he's telling you to let go, like I said, the last couple of months of 2023 was so hard for me. You know, from October to December 31st, it was so hard for me. It was very hard. I cried. I laughed. I cried again. I was restless. I was stressed. I was worried about people pleasing, worried about what people were going to say about the things that I have to come, like just worried. And God said, it don't matter. It don't matter who don't believe in you. It don't matter what they say because they didn't call you. I called you. I've called you to do what you're doing, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I'm here. I've showed up. And that's all that matters. So the second thing that I have to share with you guys is that I have been moved out of corporate America. Okay, I no longer work at my corporate job at Bank of America. God has called me from there. I left. I notified them in November, and I left in December. So I am here doing the work of the Lord. I'm literally doing ministry. I'm in school full time instead of part time now. And honestly, it has been such a journey. Like I said, I've cried because I did not want to leave my job. Especially for my job because let me take off my jacket so I can get personal with y'all. Okay. And my turtleneck is like sticking to the jacket, but it's okay. But and there we go. I can get comfortable and talk to y'all. So it was, what is behind me? Oh, my pillow. Okay, there we go. There it is. Let me fix my hair. Let me fix my, oh no, we don't sing her. Okay, sorry. But it was such a transition for me. It has been a transition for me, okay? This is not something that I would have done, you know, and I battled alongside it for a long time. Like I said, I cried when, and the craziest thing about all of this is, if you guys have listened to the podcast, if you guys have heard the message from, what was it? What's the message? The message of expiration dates. Expiration dates. God was preparing me, and I recorded that back in May or June. I recorded it back in May or June. And like I told you guys, God kept showing me expiration dates. So I knew God was speaking. And for honestly, like I told you guys, I thought it was only so many things. Like I thought it was just people, and I thought it was just mindsets. But God was like, no, I'm cutting loose across the board. Like I'm clearing house. I'm doing what only I can do to put you where you belong, right? So when God revealed to me that, you know, it was time for me to leave Bank of America, he reminded me to go listen to those episodes. And I literally cried again because I was like, God, you was preparing me for this day. Like you were literally preparing me for the releasing of the things that I had been holding on to, right? Like he had been preparing me for the loss of friends, the loss of just distancing myself from family, like just doing what it is that I need to do and moving away from the people that would try to pull me back and, you know, cause me to question what God had for me. And it was hard. Like, I'm getting emotional to talk about it. It was hard because it's just like, you want to be able to share. You know, you want to be able to outpour what God is doing. But when God calls you to be silent, there's a bigger picture behind why he's telling you to be silent. And it may not even be anything negative. It may just be protection for you, because the enemy will come up and he'll question you. He'll ask you, like, did God tell you that? Why would God tell you that? What? But you have to be so firm in what God is saying to you that when the devil comes, you know how to fight him. You know how to bat him with the truth, because only thing he do is speak lies. So when God gives you a vision and God tells you to move, you have to be obedient and move. You have to be diligent and willing to say, you know what, God, I surrender and I trust you. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy, because I sat here and was like, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Let me tell you guys, I have not stressed for anything since I have left. I've still been able to go to the doctor. I've still been able to take my baby to the doctor, take him to daycare, pay every single bill on time. Like, God is my provision. He is my provider. And that was the biggest thing that God had revealed to me, that my help comes from him. So even when I was working in corporate America, God allowed that to be my source of funding. But he's the funder. Come on. He's the funder. My help comes from God. So it has definitely been a journey. And that's why getting out of that old place, physically and mentally, those old relationships, and getting to this new place was so important to me. And I wanted to get it right. And people on the outside looking in may have thought like, oh, she all over the place. Oh, she don't know what she doing. Oh, she just, I don't get what's going on with her. And that's okay. You know why? Because it wasn't for you guys to get. You know, it wasn't for you guys to get. It's my journey. God speaks to me. And I know what it was that he was calling me to do. You know, it's hard because some people, you know, they may have got the call and immediately be like, okay, Lord, you know, I'm down. Not me. Not me. I wasn't down. I want to be down when what you're going through. I want to be down. I want to be down with you. Ah! Y'all may hear that I'm still snuffy, so whatever. Girl, it gave Brandy. More like Andy. More like, who is that? Y'all, listen, I'm excited. When I tell you the devil can't have my joy today, or no day, the devil can't have my joy. But, like I was saying, you know, it was hard, you know, and like I said, if I can just get my foot right, there we go. But it was hard, because this was not something that I thought God was going to do for me. And honestly, I don't think that it was something that I really wanted to do full time. But God had already been preparing me, you know, with my podcast a couple of years ago. I've been doing that since 2018. And then he told me to create the YouTube channel last year. Like, oh, you know, it just was on my screen. I said, well, Lord, is this what you're calling me to? Because I like I said in the previous video, there's times where I was like, I'm going to create it, but I was like, nobody's going to want to watch me. Nobody's going to want to hear me. What am I going to say to people? You know, and the biggest thing was people will hold you to your past. People will hold you to your past. Like, people will hold you to the things that you used to do. But the biggest thing that God has reminded me, and the song that I've been clinging to so much is by Francesca. I think that's her name. Memories. I got memories of the person that you know, but she's not who you see. Like, I love that song because I'm like, the person that I used to be, the person you see right now, I'm not that person. I'm not that person. Yes, I've made some mistakes. Yes, I did some things, and I don't hide them. You know, I don't hide them. I lay them down, and I ask for forgiveness, and I turn away from my flesh, and I surrender to God. So here I am doing what it is that God has called me to do, to share my story. And that's another thing, that God is calling me to go deeper. So there's going to be a lot of things that I announce and let you guys in on from my past that I have not shared with anybody. I have not shared it with anybody. And maybe there's like one or two people who know, you know, these things because they were with me when it happened, or we did them together. But there's going to be so many things that God is going to call me to go deeper in, and I'm just like, ooh, like, ooh, Lord, is this what he's talking about me? But it's okay, because who gonna judge me? Like, God is the judger. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're judged to be correcting to people when they're wrong, not to judge and condemn. You know, it's for judging and correction. That's in the Bible. Read your Bibles, okay? But This is really all I have to say. That God is doing so many new things in my life, and I wanted to be the first one to let you guys know that He has relocated me. He has moved me. This is my Genesis, my new beginning. I have left corporate America. I don't know if it's indefinitely. I'm praying that it is. But if not, I would gladly go back. Okay, I would gladly go back. But for the most part, it has been a journey. And it's teaching me patience, because what God revealed to me also is that I'm so much like Sarah. If we go back and look in Genesis and we read the story of Sarah and how God told Abram that he was going to bear a child, that he was going to be the father of many nations. And not only did Sarah laugh, but Abraham laughed as well. And if you're a lady and you listen to this, Bible study next month, we're going to be talking about this. The story of Hagar and Sarah. The story of both of them, about how God hears and God sees. And I'm going to break it down to you and give you insight on the way God gave it to me. But God had been highlighting to me that, you're a lot like Sarah. Like, you tried to go in and create your own Ishmaels, okay? And I always say, like, you created your own Ish. Your own Ishmael. Like, you created your own Ishmael. And it ended up biting you in your behind, because that's what ended up happening to Sarah. Like, she created her own problems, and because she went out and did her own thing, it bore her pain. She was upset when Hagar got pregnant, and then she forced her out of there. She treated her like crap, and Hagar ran away. So sometimes we create our own issues, and God had told me that because you have been so impatient in the past, you've created so many scars, so many Hagar moments that you could have avoided had you would have just waited on me with the promise. And even now, He's teaching me patience. Like I told you with my watch, it was a story about patience, because I was just like, God, I want it now. And then when it didn't come, I was just like, okay. Or when it did come, I was just like, okay, I gotta wait again. Like, I wanted it by my birthday. And God showed me that in this appointed time, in the time that I have planned, it will be to you. And today is January 23rd. I asked the Lord to get it here on my birthday. He gave me, I went and picked it up on the 22nd. Mind you, it was still showing on my email that it was in transit the whole time. It's been here since a couple days ago. But I didn't know. So don't be like me. Be better than me. Be patient. So God is working on me with patience across the board. And also just with everything with this, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was just like, Lord, how my bills gonna get paid? Like, how am I gonna pay my bills? Like, how my bills gonna get paid? But when I tell you guys, every bill that I have has been paid, and I am so thankful, because my help comes from God. And whatever God is calling you to do, that's what this message is about. It's me giving y'all my business, okay? I don't want y'all to hear from the street. I want you to hear from me. This is me giving you insight to my business, okay? But whatever God is calling you to do, when God tells you to let go, let go. Don't hold on to it, okay? Don't hold on to it. Be diligent. Be not only a hearer of His word, but be a doer of the word. Whenever He says go, go. Because we know that in the Bible it says that to know what to do and not do it is a sin. It's a sin. To be disobedient is a sin. So if God is telling you to do something, you're holding on and you're going the opposite way, you're sinning. Turn back from your ways and submit and do whatever it is that God is calling you to do. That's the message. But I'm so glad I had you guys in my home, and I can't wait to I can't wait to just embark on this journey with you. I can't wait to go alongside this journey with God and have you guys follow me along here. Like I said, I wanted to be the first one to put it out here about what's going on in my life, because I know everybody has been in the dark about what's going on, but that's because God told me to keep it quiet. And now is the time to release it, because it is such a time as this that I have been called, and I've answered the call, and I'm here to tell you whatever God is calling you to do, please answer. Please answer, because I would hate for Him to pluck you up out of something. And you guys, if you listen to my podcast enough, you know in my previous apartment, not here or the previous one, the one before that, I was disobedient. God told me do not renew my lease. And I did it anyway, and I still ended up having to move. So be obedient, because let me tell you what would have happened. Had I would have stayed at my job and not left what God told me to, I would have ended up being either let go or fired. Something would have happened. I would end up losing my job, because initially what I learned is God's will is going to always be God's will. Now, how you get to his plan for you and his will for you is up to you. Either you can submit to his way or you can do it your way. But if you do it your way, just know that God gonna say, okay, all right, you want to play? Let's play. Or not, but God is he's gonna get you where he wants you to go. So it's either you can go the easy way or you can go the hard way. And I chose in this way to do the easy way, which was not easy, it was hard, but I chose to do it the God way. Like, I chose his way over my way, because honestly, I battled with it. I thought about putting my resignation letter. I thought about staying in that thing. But I said, you know what, God, if you called me to it, you will see me through it. And that's what I wanted to convey to you guys. That's why I'm here right now, speaking to each and every one of you playing this. Maybe y'all came over here just to hear what I had to say, but that's it. That's all I had to say. Callings are here. God is calling you to go deeper. And in going deeper, he's calling you to go higher. Do whatever it is he's calling you to do. Because on the other side of your obedience, there are so many rewards. We see this throughout the Bible. Be obedient. And remember to be gorgeous. Sorry, I say that every time. Remember to be grateful, because it makes you gorgeous. Tell your girl happy birthday. It's her birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, hey. But I love you guys. God loves you more. Have a blessed weekend. I'm going to be posting this on the weekend after my birthday, but I will check every comment. Shoot your girl some love. Tell me happy birthday. Tell God thank you for letting you be able to see another day. I will see you on the next vlog. Bye. Come with me. Okay, guys. So I am entering my old apartment. There's Marshall. Say hi to Marshall. Don't mind the mess. As I said, I'm moving out. Just want to give you guys a recap of what is to come and what is leaving. Don't mind my hair. I've been moving by myself all day. Everything is practically done. Show you the closet. Like, this is all cleaned out. I had already been packed, but of course we stayed here extended past our lease date, so some things were like unboxed. This is practically everything else that I have to get, and I started at 2, so I really think I did a great job. Just a lot of small things. And this I have like dollies and stuff, but I just want to give you guys a before and an after will be coming soon to show you where I'm moving to and give you a backstory of how this all happened. Let's go. So, as I recently shared with you guys, don't mind my puppy's toys, but as I recently shared with you guys, I have moved and relocated to a new place. This is my living room. Don't mind the mess on my desk. This is my kitchen. I have been preparing for this very moment to talk about everything that God is doing in my life.